let's talk about how to burn even more body fat when you're following an intermittent fasting strategy. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is 𝙒𝘾𝙃. I've been a fitness trainer and gym owner for over 30 years. I've helped thousands of people lose weight and just get into amazing shape. Okay, so let's say you started intermittent fasting. You're doing pretty well. You're losing some weight. Initially, you decided to do the most popular type of intermittent fasting, say a 16-8. So you're fasting 16 hours, say in the morning, you're skipping breakfast, and you're doing pretty well. You're losing weight, but you didn't want to change your diet. So this is what I would say. If you want to start burning more body fat, you have to clean up the diet. You have to start eating better. And I think the best possible thing you can do is to combine intermittent fasting with a low carbohydrate diet, because they're actually both working in the same direction for your body, meaning that they're keeping insulin levels low and they're turning you into a fat burning machine. Okay, see, for example, when insulin levels are high, you can't burn body fat. You're in like you're in a storage mode. That's one of the reasons why intermittent fasting works so well for burning body fat, for losing weight, because when there's no food in your system, insulin levels are low, and then what are you doing? You're burning body fat, right? But if you're just like eating like not healthy, eating processed foods during your eating window, I still think you're still gonna lose some weight, but you're not gonna do as well as you possibly can if you ate a more of a low carbohydrate, whole food, natural type diet. For example, if you can eat low carbohydrate and get into mild states of ketosis, you're gonna do incredibly well. Let's go over a little bit of the science of like how getting into ketosis works. See, ketosis happens when the liver converts body fat into ketones. Ketones called like 𝙒𝙏𝙏𝙏𝙏, and the body burns these ketones, which is pretty much body fat, as opposed to, say, carbohydrates. And how you achieve a state, say a mild state of ketosis, is to eat a low carbohydrate type diet. So when you eat carbohydrates, depending upon the type of carbohydrate, more starchy type carbohydrates are stored away in your muscles, and they're also stored away in your liver. But fructose, which is like the sugar found in fruit, high fructose corn syrup, processed foods. For example, table sugar is half glucose, half fructose. That sugar, that fructose, is mostly processed in the liver. See, the liver can only hold anywhere between, say, 50 to 100 grams of carbohydrates, 200 to 400 calories. The muscles can hold a good amount. The muscles can hold, depending upon how big you are, say 1,500, 2,000 calories. So if you want to get into, say, a mild state of ketosis, you have to deplete mostly the glycogen, the carbohydrates that is stored in your liver. So by eating like a low sugar or low fructose type diet, combined with intermittent fasting, your liver is going to take body fat and start turning that into ketone bodies, and you're going to start burning ketones, burning body fat at a much more accelerated rate than if you were just fasting and still eating a high carbohydrate diet. So if you want to burn more body fat, if you want to turn your body into, say, more of a fat burning type machine, combined intermittent fasting with a low carbohydrate diet. And the type of carbs you really want to avoid are the simple type sugar. Like you want to eliminate, table sugar, high fructose corn syrup, all processed type foods. You want to take most of your carbohydrates in the form of like high fiber, nutrient dense type foods like vegetables, things along the lines of that. And maybe some low sugar type foods like berries. But even fruits, you have to be careful. I mean, if you're just eating a couple of fruits a day, you're probably going to be okay. But if you're eating fruits along with processed type foods during your eating window, your liver is going to be full with carbohydrates. You're not going to go into a state of ketosis, and you're going to be turning carbohydrates into triglycerides, into fat, and you're going to have a harder time losing weight. See, most people automatically reduce calories when they do an intermittent fasting protocol, because just think your eating window is much shorter, so you eat less, and that's one of the main reasons why people lose weight even without changing the diet. Plus, you're creating hours of low insulin. But if you can actually couple it with a low carbohydrate diet, you are going to be thrilled. You're going to start burning body fat like crazy. And if you want to learn more about this style of eating, check out the playlist of videos right above me.